All right, fireside chat over.
Because Grant's here now.
Because Grant's here, and Grant just ruins the fireside.
He's got ice in his veins.
I'm putting an end to it.
Grant just kills the fireside chat.
Low contributor Grant Winkles.
Low
No,
contributor
no.
Grant Winkles.
Enough
Grant,
of this.
how was that poop, man?
Oh, it was great, dude. How was yours?
Not that good.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's okay.
What happened? Why was it not good?
You know, it's just one of those ones where you're like, that's too many wipes.
That's frustrating.
You know what I mean? You know when you want to stay in that. You want to stay in that 2 to 4 wipe range.
Yeah.
The best is when it's one and done, and you're like, holy shit, holy shit.
You never trust
this
the
shit,
one and done.
This shit is holy. You know?
Yeah. You trust the one and done?
Well, when it's one and done, I mean, obviously you would do a safety
You
check.
got to wipe again. Yeah.
You do safety check, and then you go, you know what? By God, I was right.
Yeah.
I think you got to wipe until you're in the clear.
Till you're
you know what I
bleeding.
mean.
Yeah, sounds about wipe.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I'm just kidding around.
All right, should we kick this baby off?
Oh, please, God, no.
For the love of God, let it die.
Please, no, I don't want to do it.
Let it end.
Okay.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Wait, start it off, Grant.
Hey,
think he
everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
How's it going, guys?
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Is this how it's going to go today?
No.
Is this
how it's gonna go today? No, I'm Grant. No, I don't want to do. I don't want to. I do something. I'm Grant and I poop.
What the?
I'm Grant and I ruined the fireside chat. I'm gonna cut it for time.
You know we weren't recording during the fireside chat.
Tommy
though.
was.
Yeah, but Tommy doesn't. We already know he doesn't record us into his.
Wait, I was
soundboard.
given so much good content.
What?
Yeah, we weren't recording, I guess.
What in the hell? Well, what I mean by when I'm recording on my end is I'm just recording my track. I don't know how to use the fucking thing.
You and me both, brother.
Okay. Welcome
right.
to the We Cool podcast. The podcast
Welcome to the We Cool
where
podcast.
we apologize, demand apologies, and read anonymous
Listener apologies.
How am I?
No, I just...
What?
I just
Wait, I'm sorry. Can I interject?
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the We Cool podcast, a podcast where we apologize for things, demand apologies, and poop.
Yeah.
Fucking
We do.
A, Grant.
What? This isn't just a me thing.
Poopy
Fuck
Grant.
it. Fucking A, dude.
They call him
Well,
Poopy Grant.
I mean, I hate to read texts on the podcast. I hate to dox
you-
anybody, but
If you do
Hold
what
on.
I think you're gonna do,
4:57 today p.m. Tommy Bayer taking a shit right now. We gonna be on time or late? Is the next text he sent?
do you know why? Because I was late.
Yeah, dude, that's 3 minutes before our time.
Yeah.
You texted at 5 p.m. We said 5 p.m., right?
I just want to say this for the record that Grant is lying through his teeth right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Through his
How do
diet.
you do that actually? What does that even mean?
You're like gritting your teeth. You're like,
I wasn't there. I wasn't sitting.
I didn't do 9/11.
You can't say I did that to you. Believe me.
You know what's crazy about 9/11 is Osama bin Laden was like, that was me.
yeah.
He wasn't like, no.
Yeah, we weren't
I
even like
did
close
not.
to him at that
Yeah.
point.
He was
Actually,
just
we probably were.
He did another 9/11 before that. He drove a truck to the World Trade Center and tried to blow it up, and it didn't work.
It's crazy how that was also on September 11th. He's really
Yeah.
just obsessed with that day.
I do love the idea after 9/11, everyone was like, who could have done this? It's like maybe the guy who tried and didn't quite get it done the
Yeah.
first time. That would be my
think
first
if there-
guess.
Do you think if there's a terrorist attack worse than 9/11, then it'll be called like, like
No.
9?
I don't think it's going to be called 10/12.
Like, you think they'll give it 10/12?
No, I don't. Because it's the date. It's not like
I
a
know,
9
but what
out
if it's
of 11.
worse? What if it's worse?
I mean, it kind of was.
This was a 9 out of 11. This is
Yeah.
almost as worse. Out of 11, 11's the worst.
Yeah.
This
Because they
is
had to
9
make
out
it
of
go up one.
But it is kind of weird because they call it Pearl Harbor,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not a number.
Yeah, it's where it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they call it the World Trade Center bombings? No,
No.
that's the first one.
No, nobody has ever called it. Oh, the first one. Yeah,
The first
yeah.
one, but the World Trade Center, the attack.
The
Dude,
prequel.
let's start calling 9/11 the World Trade Center bombings.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the World Trade Center bombings?
Did you hear what happened?
Recently? No, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I think
Someone
it was
should
on.
take
I
out-
forget what
someone
date
should-
it was on.
Someone should take out the Freedom Tower. If you're listening to this and you're a terrorist, think about it.
Take it out. If you got eyes on the tower,
It's expensive.
Pull the
It's
trigger.
too, it's,
Take the shot.
it's too expensive.
Yeah, it is. What did we say? It should be called the $39 tower because that's how much
It's
it
not
costs
free,
to go
I'll
up
tell you
there.
that.
I'll tell you that much, brother.
Freedom
Oh,
is
God.
$39
Yeah,
to see over the city of New York.
yeah.
Also, it casts a shadow in the sky, which I've never seen a building do.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
You've never seen? Oh, really?
I've
In the
never seen
sky?
a building cast a. Yeah, you saw it. You were there with us. You
I don't
brought us
remember.
there.
I don't
Remember
remember.
Wait,
Grant-
no, I don't know if he was there with us. I think
Maybe
it was just me, you, and Clay.
Yeah, I don't
Grant
think I was
was-
there.
This
Grant-
was the day of the backpack
Yeah,
debacle.
Grant was cranky because I wouldn't carry his fucking sweatshirt.
Because he
'Cause he
said
couldn't-
it would
this
make
is-
his backpack
This
too
is why
bulky.
you wouldn't last
Dude.
5 minutes in Vietnam.
No.
Hey, can someone else carry?
You
your-
wouldn't
careful
last.
around that.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes because you have no solidarity with your
I-
comrades.
Yeah, I would. Because
also-
my dad was in Vietnam.
I also spent a month in Vietnam.
genetic.
brother.
Yeah, but not. You were like kiddie Vietnam.
Yeah, I was like the fun one.
Disney Vietnam.
Yeah,
What if they make
totally.
Vietnam like Times Square?
I mean that. Yeah, there are parts of it. There are
Yeah.
there are very large metropolis cities
No.
in Vietnam. Yeah,
No
Too
Is that
way,
many.
where-
dude. I've
is that
seen
where
the
the-
movies.
Was that where the movie Predator happened?
In Vietnam?
Yeah.
I
No,
think that's
no,
supposed to be in like
Vietnam-
Central America.
Vietnam was
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. And
That's
Yeah.
true.
you know, some other ones.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
What other movie takes place in Vietnam?
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Deaf, dumb, and blind. That phrase. Did you guys know the dumb part of that dumb used to mean mute. You couldn't
Yeah.
talk. I never knew that. I thought they were
Yeah.
just being mean. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you know that deaf and blind chick, and it's like, yeah, dude. Also, she's a fucking idiot. She's
Helen
like so
Keller.
stupid. Yeah.
No, dude, every way to call someone an idiot, even idiot, they were all
Yeah.
medical definitions at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just and up until
Even
recently,
stinky.
I was just
You could
at,
get diagnosed with being stinky.
That's
I was just at an Easter lunch, and one of the older aunts used the R word in a medical terminology.
Really?
Like, yeah.
How did she use it?
I'm in a medical sense. I'm
Like,
not. I don't.
She
I
said,
don't
"Grant,
care to-
you're medically retarded."
Could you use that in a sentence?
Dude, saying
Yeah, I was-
retarded in a spelling bee.
I was
Yeah.
trying to. I was
You are
trying to-
medically retarded if you can't spell
Stop.
this.
It's a fourth grader
Yeah.
spelling it out.
Can you use it in a sentence again?
canceled.
Can you keep using it in a sentence?
Bad
let's,
words. Welcome back to bad naughty word spelling bee.
I mean, let's not do this bit.
Yeah.
so that
Welcome
can we
back
just,
to-
Can we just fucking pretend we did this bit and then
Welcome
move,
back to
move
Bad
forward?
Words Spelling Bee. I'm your host, Queen Latifah.
and Jimmy Fallon. and
I'm
Queen
your host,
Latifah.
Queen Latifah, Jimmy Fallon. I'm both. It's good to be here.
Science has finally combined Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon.
Have you guys?
Please, science, make Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah the
Stop
same
trying to
guy.
cure cancer and start making Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon the same person.
But
morph,
I also
morph them.
I still want to have Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah separately in their own existences still, but then I also want a combination of them both.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that? There's like some Jimmy Fallon has a new show.
Penis? Sorry.
Breaking
got
news,
confused.
Jimmy Fallon has a new penis.
New Jimmy Fallon penis just dropped.
Yes!
What?
Yes!
Now this. Jimmy Fallon has a new penis.
And you aren't gonna believe what color it is.
And it said, what?
Girl, it said, huh? What's that?
Jimmy
what now?
Fallon's new penis seen smoking a cigarette on the subway after breakup with Jennifer Aniston.
Jimmy Fallon, new penis,
is double fisting 2 beers. And it has a drinking problem.
Jimmy Fallon's new penis screaming the N-word at a bagel shop today in Bushwick.
Bagel Boss?
Yeah, it's Bagel Boss.
That's it. That's his new penis. It is.
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's penis set to box Bagel Box.
Doesn't that
at the
sound
MGM
like
Grand?
Doesn't that sound like what was like that kind of music that came out of Oakland? It's like not R&B, but it's kind of like Tower of Power is a band.
Like funk?
Yeah, like a little bit of funk. Doesn't that sound like a Jimmy Fallon got a new penis? You know, like
new penis in town.
new Jimmy Fallon penis in town.
Do you think we could get Bagel Boss on the podcast?
Probably. I feel like his star is kind of falling.
Do we want him on the podcast?
Well, he
I don't
texted
think
me.
so. He texted
What
you.
did he say?
He said at 2 in the morning.
Shitting
At 2
right
in the
now?
morning, he said, "You up?"
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude.
I said, "Bagel Boss, please."
I think Bagel Boss is trying to fuck.
Wait, do you say bagel or bagel?
I don't know what
Bagel.
I say. Bagel.
Bagel.
You say bagel.
Okay.
See, I say bagel.
Why?
I thought
he
he
said
said
No, I
bagel.
don't. No,
I think
I
he's-
don't.
Say it again. Bagel Boss.
Bagel.
See, you say bagel. Do you know what that means?
No.
You're medically... No, I'm not going to. All right, Grant, tell us about Jimmy Fallon's new show one time.
Oh, is that what
I
we're
really
talking
don't
about?
want to anymore.
Grant,
I have nothing to say about
Grant, give us the rundown of your favorite television series,
I don't even know what it's called.
The
Hold
New
on.
Jimmy Fallon Show.
The new Jimmy Fallon show.
What's crazy is that he's already got a show, and I hear he's doing that 5 days a week, every night.
It's called
Called The Today Show,
no.
I believe.
Yes, that's right. The Today Show. The Today Show at night is what the one that you're thinking of is called.
Tonight, the Today Show.
Tonight.
That would be a
Oh,
good
it's
name
called-
for a show,
it-
honestly. Tonight, the Today Show.
It's called That's My Jam.
Oh.
And it says, Jimmy Fallon hosts some of today's biggest stars as they play a variety of music and dance-inspired games, which just sounds like his actual show.
Yeah.
Unforgettable moments and hilarious performances. And they'll do parody songs. So like Chance the Rapper will come on and like rap a fucking Dr. Dre song, but it's about Dr. Pepper instead or something. And
Yeah.
then the clips are going on, and everybody's so dumb. Like online, because everybody's like, I can't believe they're just making this up all on the. They think this broadcast TV show. They have the same opinions as like people who think stand-up comedy is just completely everything is improvised on the spot. It's like he's got a live band playing with him, and you think they're all just improvising together.
Man, you saying this right now is really pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, dude.
That they think that, and we could improvise these songs easy.
I think it's about time this podcast joins the culture wars. What do you guys think?
I've been meaning to talk about
good
cancel
with-
culture for a long time.
I'm gonna enlist in the culture wars.
I'm good with just kind of keeping things the way they are.
I'm getting
Yeah.
drafted into the culture wars.
I love the status quo.
I mean, I hate to tell you this, Ryan, but that's a pretty strong take in the culture wars, honestly.
Yeah, neutrality.
Just
I mean,
leave
you're
me
basically a
alone.
fascist.
Leave me alone and let me work the road and work my shitty blue-collar job.
Speaking of the road, how was your show last night?
It was good. I was in North Dakota all weekend. Friday we were in Wahpeton,
Wahpeton.
North Dakota.
You can't say
And-
that anymore, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Wahpeton.
Hey, I was in a fucking, what is this, swap it? That's what you call Jersey.
Yeah.
What, hey, what? Whoa,
I
whoa.
wish, dude. I wish it was that kind of crowd.
Oh, my
What was-
penis.
What were they like?
It was just like a banquet hall of kind of old farmer people. I did good for what it was. I was pretty happy with my set, but
Did you headline it?
Joe Christensen and I basically just kind of were like, well, what do you want to do? So he closed that one out. I went before him. And then last night we were in East Grand Forks at Spud Junior's, which is fun.
Spud Junior.
Spud Jr.
I closed that one out. That was fun.
You
This
closed that
week.
one out.
This week
we,
on Spud
dude,
Junior.
We did this thing where Joe and I before the show were like, there's a guy in the front row, and I was like, all right, you're going to go up to him as you're going on stage and just kind of tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, sorry, I just farted. And then I'll go up and do that. before I go on stage, you know. And
Wait, so you're doing it like on the way up?
yeah, on the way up,
stage,
like they
right?
call you up and you're like, "Hey, sorry, I just farted." And so I did that, and then like I was also telling the rest of the audience over there, like, "I'm so sorry, I just farted right now. I'm so sorry." And then I got on stage and I go, "I'm sorry, I just farted." And then like looked really smug, and then it's like getting like kind of a little bit of a reaction. Then I go, "I'm so sorry." That's how I opened my set. I went, "I'm sorry, I just farted. I'm so sorry."
Hold for laughter.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you about a bit I want to try out next week?
Yeah. Well, I got my new opener, but yeah.
Me and
say
John
that
Kennedy
every
were
time.
running a sketch show, or
Yeah.
like just kind of like a variety show. We're gonna start one, and I want to do a bit where like if they're like we'll host the show, and we'll like talk to the audience and be like, all right guys, we're gonna do some crowd work. Are you guys cool with that? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then we both just like at the same time start like shouting like, what do you do for a living at different people, and then just bring on more comedians on stage to do crowd work on different people in the audience, and get like every comedian on the show to be crowd working one person at the same time.
Is this after the show? Like this is after the show's over at the end?
Or is this the opening?
This is
of the show?
This is what I want to do for the opening bit.
I feel like that makes it difficult for the comics to do their set after that, right?
Well, I mean, hopefully they can connect with one person.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody can connect with one person. during
I would
that.
do it at the end.
What if you, Tommy? May I pitch? May I pitch an idea?
Pitch away. Hey, can I catch?
Yes, you can, sir. It was opening week. MLB. Goddamn. What if you had the comedians like planted in the crowd, and then you were doing crowd work to them, and then they came on stage, and it's like, oh shit, he's a comedian.
Oh,
What
that's
are we talking
good.
about? That would be kind of fun, because then you could be like, do you want to come up here and do stand up? And then they come up and do like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I want to do something silly. Something
What
like
were
that.
we saying, Ryan? We were saying we're gonna quit doing stand up and then still go to stand up. Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
The
that
other
I
night
would-
at Sisyphus. Okay. Well, I'll bleep his name, but you know who this is. It was right. That's
He's
his
the
name.
voice
Oh
of-
my
he's-
god.
You remember him?
He's the voice of Generation X, according to Bauhaus Brewery.
Dude, he's got one of my favorite bits of all time.
What is it?
He was in
How you gonna be homeless with a dick that big?
Oh, that's so good though.
I mean, that's all time right
How
there.
you gonna be homeless with a dick that big?
Dude, we were doing the Blarneys mic in Dinkytown back in the day, and he's like, "Man, Dinkytown's crazy. You guys got Chinese restaurant right next to Chinese restaurant, right next to Chinese restaurant, right next to Chinese restaurant." And he's like, "Hey, how about hey, can I get a burger?" Like, he's like, "Hey, how about a burger around here?"
That shit is.
And it's like
funny, dude.
McDonald's is around the corner. Like he's just like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just
he's like,
making things up.
and then he's also just like, "I ain't seen one Chinese person here." It's like there's Chinese there's students everywhere. Like, what are you
There's
talking?
so many Chinese people at
Like,
the U
he's-
of M, dude.
He just kept going.
I think there's just the right amount,
Yeah, so many.
but also we're willing to take more.
But anyways,
Hey,
Tommy,
Ryan.
yeah,
Nailed it.
nice. Yes,
Tommy, he
yes.
comes in the other
Ryan.
night at Sisyphus. He comes into Sisyphus. I haven't seen this man in 4 years, right? I mean,
Well,
like-
first of all, okay, he comes into Sisyphus with two middle-aged white women following him. There's 6 minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
They were on their way to go have a threesome, and he's like, "Hey, hold on, I got to take you to the
Yeah.
last 6 minutes to this comedy show." And then he started heckling.
Yeah, he started heckling the headliner, who was fucking crushing, like wrapping up a set.
Oh my god.
And then me and Ryan were talking about it. We're like, dude, we should quit comedy. But that, because we were like, why would you come to a comedy club if you were like out of comedy? We're like, we should quit and then go to comedy shows and just be like really good at heckling and then
Oh,
be like
yes.
doing our material to the comic. Like,
Yeah,
we're
let's lean
overtaking
into
the
it. Let's
comic.
become
Or you-
hecklers.
Or you just know what to say to a comedian that would really fucking hurt them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Um,
but then on his way out, we were
we were in the
sitting
green room.
Do you want
it's
to tell
me,
this?
Yeah, it's me, Grant, Ellie Hino, and Tommy Ryman. And pokes his head in, and he goes, "Hey, Tommy, Ryan, you guys, man, just keep doing your thing. I used to really look up to you guys when I was in my 20s. Both of you guys. And first of all, he's like 42.
I think he's older than both of you.
When he was in his 20s, I was like 12. But he's like, I really respect the hell out of both of you, man. Just keep doing your thing. You know, I've always looked up to you guys. Which, first of all, it felt awesome. And then he walks away, and I was like, well, that felt incredible.
He like also then like kind of looked around the room at the other three of us in the room, and then just like left. And he like he dapped him up. He like shook
I really
both
look up to you guys, and he's like, Mr. Winkles.
No, dude, he has no idea who I am.
Didn't
I'm
even
pretty
address Grant or Ellie.
Yeah.
But it felt awesome to be lumped in with Tommy Ryman. We're just like, all right, we got a guy here who's got 2 dry bars, a Conan, fucking all this shit. And then Ryan, I know you haven't accomplished anything, but I'm gonna lump you in with Tom. I respect you guys equally.
Ryan,
you know what's funny?
You could maybe just start telling people you were on Conan. I think you could just.
You probably could.
I think people would just be like, yeah, I think so.
Probably. This is fucking hilarious. First of all, the funny thing is Tommy Ryman has not done a Conan, but everybody thinks he has just because like he's in a. He did Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start telling people I'm gonna say my friend Ryan's on Netflix.
Tommy Brennan.
Yeah, I'm not big enough for any of that.
Last weekend,
he has a
Brennan,
Netflix 1-hour special.
You know how Tommy went to the Tonight Show with the aforementioned Jimmy, Queen Latifah Fallon, to see I think Kelsey, to see Kelsey Cook. So he had a picture in front of the Tonight Show symbol, and the lady where we did the private gig last week just cropped Kelsey and Chad out of the photo and was promoting that as he's been on Fallon.
Yes.
Like.
Yes, dude. Nothing
so
matters.
Epic, dude. Yeah, nothing does matter.
Nothing matters. Who cares about anything?
That's a bummer.
Hey, I'm going to take my sweatshirt off really quick. Hold on.
Whoa, what the fuck, dude? Pause for sweatshirt.
Oh my god. Doing it.
Oh my god.
That's quick.
Does your shirt say Tommy? Does your shirt say Tommy?
Yeah, it does. Tommy Goodwill.
Tommy Goodroad. It's this guy I know came out with an album called Tommy Goodroad. And so I bought the album shirt.
I think I've gone on the record with this before, but there's too many damn Tommies in my life. It's getting out of hand.
You got okay, hold on, bro. You're trying to steal my thing with having multiple Grants.
Bro, it's enough.
And you're trying to make my thing about you. And first off, you can and then second off, you can have too many Tommies in your life.
There's 3. And I'm big fans of all 3 of them.
Who
so
do you
when
got?
I'm talking,
You got Ryman, you got me.
And Brennan.
It's a lot of Tommies.
It's a lot of Tommies, kind of same, same flavor of Tommy. Each one with a slight variation.
A little bit of vanilla twist.
You better watch what you're saying right now.
This is Tommy with a lemon twist. I feel like
Twist?
Tommy Ryman is like NA Tommy. It's non-alcoholic Tommy, and Tommy Brennan is like. What's Tommy Brennan? He's like
pure
Budweiser.
vanilla. Pure.
He's like
vanilla.
Budweiser.
I feel like I'm like.
What are you like?
I'm like fucking
lightning. I'm like if lightning was in it.
If lightning was a Tommy.
I'm like weed.
Tommy Lightning.
I'm like weed and pussy flavor.
I'm weed, pussy, Tommy.
Old weed and pussy Tommy. We had another analogy for the podcast too with people. When people calling Grant low contributor Grant, I don't think people understand how many.
Hold on. That's not people.
With everyone calling Grant
it's not. Let's
low
not.
contributor Grant.
You're literally, the streets of New York have been saying.
People are not saying.
No,
people are not saying.
It's graffitied on the subway. Low contributor Grant Winkles.
People in bodegas are talking.
oh, dude, I'm on the.
They're like, do you know low contributor Grant Winkles?
I'm in the sports books now.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand how much Grant pulls the strings behind the scenes. Like, if we're going Star Wars analogy here,
yes,
Grant is like the Emperor Palpatine of this podcast. I'm like the Darth Vader of this podcast.
I'm
And then
Anakin.
Tommy,
I'm Anakin.
No. That's the same guy as Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
You would be.
No,
you would
it's
be like
not, dude. You know
Tommy-
what I mean by
Tommy,
I'm Anakin
we're
and
gonna
Clone.
mute
I'm
you.
Clone
We're gonna
Wars
mute you.
Anakin.
Tommy's the Jar Jar Binks of the podcast.
Misha Tommy.
No,
Yeah, bro. You
Oh,
Jar Jar
know
Binks.
it's true. You know
Dude.
it's true.
You got
The
big Binks energy.
not the
Jar Jar
JJ
ass.
not the JJ Binks allegations.
Yep.
Oh hell no!
You're not beating those. You're not beating the Jar Jar allegations.
I cannot beat the Jar Jar Binks.
What about Jar Jar Binks home security?
Mhm.
You shall not come in here.
What about a new bank called Jar Jar Banks? Why don't you open an
okay.
account? Open an account with Jar Jar Banks.
Yeah.
Mhm,
What
that's
about
pretty
a
good.
new Blade?
Misa
series? Like
Misa saves so much at Jar Jar Banks.
Yeah. What about it's like
Misa
the new
makes,
Blade?
huh?
It's like the new Blade series. Remember Blade the movie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it stars Jar Jar Binks as Blade. They should make more movies where Jar Jar Binks is like Forrest Gump
Like
starring
reboots with Jar Jar
starring Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Gump.
Yeah. No, it's still Forrest Gump, but it's just Jar Jar Binks is the actor.
Oh,
that plays
it's just like
Forrest
a
Gump.
shot-for-shot remake
But
with
with Jar Jar Binks. Yeah.
It's Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they also make one with Chris Tucker and,
And
Jar
then
Jar Binks.
Jar
They
Jar
make
Binks.
both of them.
And then the
Schindler's
third one,
List. Schindler's List starring Jar Jar Binks.
the boy in the stripe, the boy in the striped pajamas, and that boy, you guessed it, is Jar Jar Binks.
Roots starring Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, dude.
12 years of Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
You get Freaky Friday into Jar Jar Binks.
Dude.
You just kill yourself immediately.
You wait. Dude, and then Jar Jar Binks is Lindsay Lohan is like, Misa has nice titties.
Was he horny? Jar Jar wasn't horny in Star
Oh,
Wars.
you
was he?
know he was horny.
Bro, you
dude.
know,
Whether or not
bro,
whether
you
or not that
know
was
Jar
on
Jar was.
screen. Whether or not that was portrayed on screen.
You know he was trying to fuck that little boy Anakin.
Yeah, he was
I heard
getting up to some
off screen
mischief.
he was sexually harassing the makeup department.
Yeah.
Okay. We should clarify the actor who played Jar Jar Binks had a really tough time after that.
Did he?
People were like sending him death
Should
threats.
we clarify that?
He
What
wanted
do
to
you-
kill
Yeah,
himself.
why did we need to clarify that?
I don't know, because we're going a little hard on
Feels
Jar Jar
like
Binks.
you had to clarify that.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, tell
feel
me
bad for
tell
the
me the
guy.
Bink saga. I don't know any of this.
It was like he was like this he was like an actor and dancer in New York, and he got like just randomly the casting director was there, and they cast him as Jar Jar Binks, and the whole time they're like, dude, you're
Hold
killing
on.
it.
Imagine
Yeah.
you're getting plucked out, when some booker sees you in the back of a club, they're like, I'm gonna put you on TV, kid. But it's
Yeah.
like you get there and it's like, this is what we have for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be perfect for this.
he was like-
role.
He's like,
like
on
20
stage on Broadway dancing, and he's like, Misa loves to dance, and they're like, we found our guy.
Yeah. I don't think he was even on Broadway. It was like a black box thing, but
okay.
Yeah,
he was like 23, and the whole time everyone's gassing him up and being like, dude, you're killing it. Everybody's gonna love this.
You're
And
gonna
then
be the new Yoda.
It came out, and people fucking hated him, like to the point where people were sending the actor death threats. He almost killed himself.
Why did
Yeah.
people hate? Who hates Jar Jar Binks?
Everyone hates Jar Jar Binks. He's like the worst character, maybe in anything ever. He's maybe the worst character that's ever
hold
been
on.
made.
First off,
But
you're-
that's not the actor's fault.
First off,
I mean,
Ryan,
no.
you're going like, hey, we should be nice to this guy.
Yeah, that's not his fault.
Me and Grant don't understand why anyone would have any animosity towards Jar Jar Binks or the actor, and you're like, no, trust me, that guy sucks, but we should be nice to him.
But hold on, how did people even like? I don't get the animosity to the actor because I guess they hated George Lucas too at the time. So there was
No,
he was
they
probably
still
getting-
love George Lucas.
He was probably getting they were pretty well. I guess after the second trilogy came out, people were pretty upset.
Wait, I still
Yeah.
don't understand. Make a case explaining why Jar Jar Binks deserves any hate mail.
I think people
Like-
really thought he was made the. They were just mad that he wasn't serious
He
enough.
represented,
It was
he
like
represented everything that people hated about the prequel
yeah,
trilogies.
exactly.
Where it was just like, it was goofy, nonsensical. He was supposed to be funny, but he wasn't funny. It was like, it was so clearly trying to be funny, but wasn't. And so, as a result of that, people hated the film. So they were like,
Try
well, what's the
hard,
thing
Jar Jar Binks.
people were like, "What's the thing I hated the most about this film?" Oh, the kid, like the child who
Anakin.
played Anakin, and then Jar Jar Binks. And so like the kid probably, I'm sure, got a.
I love how it was definitely just like a bunch of 40-year-olds sending death threats to a child actor
Probably.
because
just a bunch of mentally ill people.
Because he ruined their little fun time movie stuff. Didn't even ruin it. Like now people revisit those movies and they like them a lot.
Yeah,
like,
nobody likes Jar Jar Binks though.
That is true. That is true.
I don't.
Dude, that's why you're the Jar Jar Binks of this podcast.
That is true, Tommy. You're
Do
proving,
not
you're
write
proving-
Tommy death threats. Do not do that.
Don't do
Yeah,
that. First off, I don't
Jar Jar
understand
Vader.
why he's just. Everyone in Star Wars is stupid. Like it's a kids movie.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
It's literally I mean,
No, but
it's
just
like
imagine,
seeing Jabba the Hutt
Tommy,
and being like,
Tommy,
I'm
imagine
mad at. It's like, what are you talking about? These
Imagine
characters,
this though.
these all these characters are stupid. It's Star Wars.
Imagine this though. You get your big break. You get cast in a movie, and it's like a pretty big role. The whole time, everybody's gassing you up, and it's like, dude, you're killing this, man. Everybody's gonna love it. And then it comes out, and every single person you know is like, fuck that. That was horrible.
Dude,
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Dude, people being mean to you online does hurt my feelings. Some guy
Yeah, it
quote
sucks.
tweeted, I tweeted a glass of water, and I was like, what you doing in this situation? And someone quote tweeted it and was like, all comedians, including this dork, belong in labor camps. And I was like,
Whoa.
come on, man. You know?
Yeah.
And then I quote tweeted him, and I was like, sometimes you post water online and you get this. That's just part of the game, folks. And then he deleted the tweet because I fucking ratioed the guy with 2 followers.
Nice, dude.
And then I saw looking on his profile, and he lives in Queens, New York, and I was like, I wanted to like DM and be like, hey man, I'm gonna kill you, but I was like, no. Like I was like, hey, just so you know, I have a gun and I'm gonna fucking use it to kill you. So you bet. But then I was like, okay, now your psycho brain is taking over, Tommy.
Yeah, that's insane.
I have a gun and I'm gonna kill you.
I was like,
why
hey,
you're
just so you know, man, you know, I like to kid around online and everything, but I do have a gun and I can't wait to use it.
Tommy has big Jar Jar Binks energy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tommy, you got big Jar Jar energy, and I'm Darth Vader. I'm like the enforcer.
Does
I get
Jar Jar
sent
Binks
in.
die?
No, but in canon, he does die like a homeless guy that everyone hates.
Really?
Because here's the thing: is they planned, like when they were
This is
starting.
mean then to call me Jar Jar.
They started the prequel trilogy with the idea that Jar Jar Binks was going to be a big part of things moving forward, but everyone hated him so much that they were like, all right, well, he's barely going to be in the second and like not in the third at all. And
yeah,
also
that's
we'll,
kind of me vibes. They're like,
we'll say that he died in a horrific way.
I can relate to that. You know, getting, you know, we're like, hey, we're going to put our cards in this guy, you know,
Yeah.
in this basket, and then, you know.
He becomes a senator, though. He becomes like a senator
Jar Jar
and, then,
Binks does?
and then has a big hand in like the big bad guy taking over.
Weird.
On accident. He gets tricked into being like, all right, yeah, let's give all of our powers to the Emperor now. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, God, yeah. I don't even think I saw those movies. I think I saw The Phantom Menace, and that was.
Dude,
that
I
kinda
think I
did it
saw,
for me.
yeah, I don't.
I saw all of them. I liked them. When I was a kid, I liked all of them.
I still haven't seen the last one.
The new ones are like cool looking movies, but the story's pretty lame.
Dude, they're gonna come out with like an Andor style series, but it's just gonna be called Jar Jar, and it's gonna be like a gritty reboot, and Jar Jar Binks is
Dude,
gonna be like a
yeah.
fucking John Wick.
They did have the actor.
And then they play the Nirvana song, too.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
He's like, Misa don't like this city anymore. Misa thinks this.
Batman, the Batman with Jar Jar Binks,
Batman,
dude.
Jar Jar Binks. And he's
Jar
still
Jar
wearing
Binks
the mask,
is-
but everyone's like, Jar Jar, we know it's you, man.
Is that you, Jar Jar Binks? We hate you. We hated you in Star Wars. No. Misa is Batman. Misa is your worst nightmare.
I'll demand an apology, though,
He's
from
a gen-
I'll demand an
he's,
apology, though, from that guy who was mean to me online.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Somebody
fair.
was being mean as shit to me on Instagram too. I'm trying to find the comment, but I can't really find it.
Someone asked me if I do commissions on Instagram. What the fuck does that mean? She was like, I love this joke. It's hilarious. Do you do commissions? DM me. And I was like, what?
That sounds like a scam.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's like
Speaking
a real
of-
person.
Speaking of Tommy, can we Can we
Dude,
get to your little tease from last
I don't even
week?
want to talk about it anymore.
You got scammed. Huh?
Come on, dude.
Dude, it bums me the fuck out. It's
You gotta.
Dude, I think I was being like manic, and I made a very poor decision.
What happened?
Dude, I had a
tried to have sex with a 6th grader, and now I'm on Chris Hansen's YouTube channel.
I got scammed.
I'm on Chris Hansen's Patreon. I'm on his Patreon.
I got totally fucking scammed. I didn't think I was gonna have sex with a kid.
It's Bill Burr. Dude, I got fucking scammed by this kid.
Yeah.
I thought he was 12.
This kid was fucking 12.
Turns out he's a 44-year-old man. Turns out he's a 44-year-old police officer.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks so bad. I had a video like kind of going viral on Twitter, and so I was getting like a lot of DMs.
Oh.
You know,
You got the comedian scam?
dude, I got the comedian scam.
What's a comedian scam?
Oh, shit.
Dude, it's just like when someone DMs you and they're like, "Hey, we think you're great."
Can I have
This is-
$1,000?
They're like, "We think you're great," and then they're like, "We want to use like this for like an art installation. Like I'd run art galleries or whatever in Los Angeles, and can we like use some of your photos and stuff like that?"
Can we use your tweet in our
Yeah,
art
and I'm just
gallery?
like, yeah, of course, because like when you have a video like going viral, your ego is just like,
Of course, someone wants a photo of my video that's going viral.
and it's
in
like,
their art
why
installation.
would someone want a photo of me?
Of course, my tweet belongs in an art
And
museum.
I'm just like, you're such an idiot. I'm like, yeah, of
So
course.
how did you get money taken?
So they sent me.
This is very Jar Jar Binks behavior, Tommy. I hate to say it, but you're.
This is how Palpatine came to power.
Yes, it
When
is.
somebody was like, "We love your art. We want to have you."
I'm
just have
I'm
to-
so binksed up for this right now.
You are binksed out.
I'm binksed.
Binksed up.
I'm binksed up, binksed out.
Yep.
Bink, bink.
Dude, so then, God, I felt so stupid immediately. I knew it was a scam immediately. Okay, then they sent me a check, and I cashed it. And the money was in my. I might get this money back though, because I called my bank immediately, and I was like, because I literally like they send me a check for $1,000, and I cashed it.
Okay.
But they were like, we only want like we're gonna pay you $500. It was like so classic scam behavior. Like,
Oh no.
dude, but
Then
that
why would they send you a check for more than 500?
is I immediately cashed it and went, oh no, it's the thing. I got
Yeah.
wrapped up in the thing. And then,
Wait. So what? Explain what they said to you. Like what? How do they set this up?
they're just like, yeah, like what? Like, can we just send this check to your email, like your comedy email, and then cash it, and then we can use your. We have and then can we use these pictures of like
So it's like a digital check.
But then how do they take the money from your account?
the check
after?
bounced.
Okay, so then
So then they were like, send us. We only want to pay you $500, so send $500 to us back. And I was like, great, and I did. And then I immediately was like, this check's gonna bounce. And then so I lost $500.
Wait. But what was the check? Was it a physical check or?
No, it was
digital?
a fucking digital.
There's no such thing as a digital. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
heard
it
of this
is.
before.
Yeah, there is.
no, it's
Oh,
real.
you're telling me. You're telling me it's real, Tommy.
Dude, yeah, well, whatever. So the thing
So
is,
what did it look like? Like, was it an email attachment?
yeah,
or what?
yeah,
Like,
it's like it's
okay.
like a PDF.
okay.
And
You're so dumb.
I know, man. Dude, I was literally like being manic. I don't know what, dude, I
Yeah.
can only describe it as like,
You got to stop going viral.
no, it's like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
No, I can't stop doing that. No, I have to keep doing that.
dude, it's like you convince yourself that you deserve this money, and then all of your judgment like goes out the window. Like I have never, like looking back on it now, I was like, oh my God, your judgment was just at such a low point because you're just like, dude, I fucking want I want that money. So you just stop.
Yeah.
You stop. All your logic is just completely gone. And I made such a poor decision. But here's the thing: I contacted my bank and I was like, I think this check's bad. And I was like, and they were like, no, it's good. And I was like, trust me, it's not. And then when it bounced, I'm gonna call them again and like be like, hey, I told you guys like not to like I wanted to get out immediately. I was like, fuck. You know, it's like when you blow your load. Like you're just like I cashed the check.
You
had post cash.
Can you get your
clarity?
Can you get your 500 back? Can you say like, hey, this was a scam? And
yeah, because then they were sending me like death threats and they're like, send us the money, and I was like, God damn it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
they were sending you death threats.
Wait, so you did send them the money?
Send them 500, and then I waited for and then I blocked everything, and then the other 500, and so then the check bounced. So then I just sent someone $500.
Did you send it to him on Venmo or what?
Zelle.
Tell me.
Tommy, buddy.
Dude, they were
what
sending me
even
death.
is that?
They were sending me death threats. I got scared.
Now you know how Jar Jar Binks feels.
Yeah, dude.
You are going full Jar Jar Binks, bro.
My
You're
God.
getting death threats.
Dude, it was.
You truly are demonstrating that you are the Jar Jar Binks.
Dude, it made me depressed for like 3 days because I was just like, it's easily the dumbest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like I've never done anything like that, and I was just like, Tommy.
Top 10 dumbest things Tommy's done in his life.
And I was just like, immediately I cashed a check, and I'm like, you did this. You're now in a scam.
But so, did you send them the money before you cashed the check then?
The check cleared, and I had the money in my bank account, and they're like, great, send us $500.
Or we'll kill you.
Or we'll kill you. And I was like, shit.
I think I have to send them $500.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Also, I love the idea of you being like, you fucking idiot. Like, you're not the one who did this to yourself.
No, this 12-year-old in Tajikistan is gonna come kill me in Brooklyn.
Dude, literally.
To be fair, that did change that boy's life.
Dude, what I should have done was just like, if I can't, what I wish I would have done is like, okay, I wish I would have not cashed anything or ignored this entire thing. That's what I wish I would have done. But I wish I would have had the judgment to be like, cash the check, and I realized I was involved in a scam immediately. And I'm just like, right then and there, I should have just blocked everything.
Yeah.
And then, so whatever. But I got scared. They were sending me death threats, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna.
What were they saying?
Like, we'll kill you. You know, we know where you are. We're gonna find you and kill you. And I was like,
and you believed them.
And I believed them.
Yeah.
They're like,
it is scary when someone's saying they know.
yeah, it's really scary when someone's texting.
Is that
you
your
like,
first death threat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, really scary. It fucks you up. I went to the police too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think I can get the money back, but I have to file. Yeah, I went to the police.
What a Karen. What a fucking Karen. Dude, people who have been following this podcast long enough are going to be... We said ACAB so many fucking times in 2020.
Well, dude, I went to the police and I was like, hey, should I be like worried about this? And they were like, no. And I was like, all right, thanks, guys. And then I just walked out of the police station.
They're like, nah, it's not a big deal if someone's saying they're going to kill you.
They're like, no. They're like, it's fine. If they come to your apartment, let us know. And I'm like, all right, thanks, man. I was like, hey, what's like the procedure? I was like, hey, I got involved in a scam, and I'm really stupid, and now I'm getting death threats. I know, I'm an idiot. And I was like, should I be like worried about this? And then they were like, no, not at all. And I was like, thanks so much, guys. See ya. It's like when you go to the doctor and you're like, hey, something's wrong with me, and they're like, nothing's wrong with you, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. All right, so I have to go back to work then?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, man. I've had a cough for 4 months, so I don't know what's going on with that. And they're like, yeah, it's all, just
Yeah,
drink.
you should have tried to get a note from them that said you get to skip work because you're getting death threats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can
I got a note from the NYPD.
I got a police
Dude,
note.
that sucks, bro.
Tommy shows up to work. Misa got a note from NYPD.
Dude, that does suck. But
yeah,
so,
it blows.
I'm sorry that happened, man. I'm sorry you were so
this is,
fucking
But here's
stupid.
my
Dude,
question.
I don't know. I literally don't know what happened like in my brain to where like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you bad? You're bad at negotiating, aren't you?
bad at negotiating, and I'm impulsive.
Let's practice.
See, hold on. I just negotiated him into saying he was bad at negotiating.
Tommy, let's practice negotiating.
Okay.
You want $10. I'm going to give you $5.
All right.
I got 5 right here.
And go.
I got 5 right here. I'll give it to you right now.
But I need $10.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
Yeah. Why are you asking me? Do you want the $5 or not? I got the 5 right here.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, please.
Failed.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna kill you.
Failed. Now I'm gonna
Now
fucking
we're gonna kill you.
You owe me $18 billion now.
It was kind of. I realized something about myself though, which is that like when
I'm gay.
I'm gay, but like I'm like on the straight and narrow 90% of the time. Like I like. Oh wait, hold on. You guys kind of froze up a little bit there. Like like I eat right. Kind of take care of myself and
Piss my pants.
Try to, take care of my business. But
Piss.
I am
Clean up my pants.
I am impulsive, and it just like when I get impulsive, it's like I have worms in my brain,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm not even like, it's like a weird thing. I'll get and I'll make like an impulsive decision where it's like what even is that?
Like we know. We're
Like
we're aware of
who
this.
even it's like yeah, if I can just chill out on like
when the next time that happens, you need to just stop yourself and go, I'm going Jar Jar mode right now.
I'm going full Jar Jar.
you never go full Jar Jar.
dude, I
going
literally need to
retarded
just
right
go,
now.
okay, you're being Binks out.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
binksed up and binksed out.
Yeah.
Binksed up.
And you need to binks yourself in.
You're binksing right now.
You're
I'm
binksing everything up.
Yeah.
You're binksing your life
It is
up.
true, Tommy. You're right, because a lot of the times you do have your shit together, but then you're always like one step away from being like, oh, we just had a full conversation that he was going to do something, and now he just like clearly is not aware that we even just
It's like when we'll do shows and
yeah.
we'll be like, hey,
plug the
don't
podcast.
forget to plug the podcast. And
and
you're
you
like,
go, you defensively
yeah, you're
go,
like,
I know.
I'm not going to fucking forget. And then you go up and then you don't mention
And
the
then
podcast
I'm watching you going, he has no
Yeah,
idea
he's not gonna
about the
remember.
conversation that we just had, that we literally just had, that he got mad when I reminded
Yeah.
him
I didn't get mad.
to do the thing. You do
You get
get mad.
defensive.
You
You're
go,
like,
you go,
I'm not
gonna
an idiot."
I'm not going to forget.
Yeah,
And then
I know.
the second you step on stage, I go, he forgot. Like I
It
saw
just
the
happened.
moment
I
he
saw it
forgot.
leave his head.
dude, even like yesterday, like I was doing this like hot show last night, and all I can think about is like my set all day and like the set I'm gonna run, and I can't even like set up. I have my friend's like nice camera rig, and he showed me how to like set it up. And while I have this set so much in my head, I'm like I don't even know. I'm like looking at the camera, and I'm basically looking at like 1,000 puzzle pieces right now, because I'm like my brain's like occupied like elsewhere, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I get
You might have ADD.
I do have ADD. I 100% have ADD. You know,
But like for real though.
Yeah. Like not the fake
Like you need to
stuff
get
that
it
everybody
medicated,
says.
you know?
no, I know I have ADD because like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you should take medicine.
Nah, it's nice. It's nice just, raw dogging it.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
free base in my brain.
Yeah. Self-medicating
It's a fun place to be.
with triple Jamesons and Jewel.
And Zins.
Oh man.
I'm off Zins. I've been off Zins for a month.
Are
Good
you
for you.
are you off nicotine fully, or are you?
Yeah, I haven't
vaping
had
or what?
nicotine, or probably, I don't know, like 3 weeks.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I got impulsive, and I have worms in my brain, and I gotta make sure to,
That's a bummer, dude.
yeah, I gotta make sure to keep that in check sometimes.
That that really sucks.
Yeah, it's okay. I deserve it. I mean, I fucked up, and
you
you gotta.
don't deserve it.
Well, you fucking make poor decisions, and you fuck yourself, and you gotta pay the consequences, and it's like a learning moment to like fucking not be such a moron, you know?
Well, I think it does. The reason I asked if you're a bad negotiator, because I think a lot of people in that situation would go, "Oh, you're gonna send me $1,000 check, but I have to send 500 back to you. I'm keeping the $1,000."
That's what I was doing.
Like you scam the scam.
No, that's what I was doing.
You know? No, but then you sent them the $500
Because they started sending death threats.
Remember when you sent
Okay.
them the 500?
I was like, but yeah, well, no, because they started. I wanted to keep. I was like, and I kept blocking their number, and then they
Yeah.
kept creating like new fake burner account, and then kept It was like a whole.
number. Did you give them your phone number?
they found my phone. They found my phone number. So I don't know how they got it.
Oh, so they reached out to you through your phone? Like
Well,
they didn't slide into your DMs.
Slide
on
in through my
Twitter?
DM. No, slide into my DMs.
Okay.
Emailed me. Somehow got my number, and and then they kept creating like new like fake emails where they were like messaging me on my phone, and I kept blocking.
Damn.
And I wasn't gonna send them anything, because I was like this.
That is weird.
I was like, this is insane. I was like, I don't even know
Yeah.
what just happened. And then
Yeah.
and then I was just like, I just want this to end. So I just sent them $500. And then blocked
Damn.
so many things, and then they haven't heard from them in like weeks, But
Sorry, dude. That's
it sucked so bad, bro. Like it sucked so bad.
we shouldn't be laughing at him.
I know. I knew you guys were gonna like it.
It sucks.
Yeah,
so
I love that happened. Dude.
Yeah, I know you guys were gonna think it's funny.
No, that does suck.
It sucks, but it's.
Anyways, if you want to scam a comedian, just say that you like them.
Yeah.
Just say that they're funny, and then I'll probably give you $500.
and then go to the police.
Because that's how weak.
Someone was nice to me, and then I gave them $500.
Can you shoot them?
And I'm like, is this
And now they're saying they want to kill me.
And I'm like, someone was nice to me. I gave them $500. This has got to be a crime.
There's a crime involved.
There's
somewhere.
a crime involved somewhere.
Dude, I mean, did they really commit a crime, or did they just con a stupid man?
They
out of
conned a stupid man. They committed a crime because they sent me death
Fraud.
threats.
Yeah, check fraud too.
That's true.
And
yes,
and
yes,
check.
so
Yeah,
that is-
yeah.
yes.
So they committed fraud, and then they threatened to kill me like 1,000 times.
I like how you're like they committed check fraud. I'm like, yes, we don't
That's
know. We
the
don't know
crime.
what check fraud. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess.
it was a fraudulent check. It bounced. It's not
I mean-
valid.
It's a long one.
Yeah. We got an anonymous listener apology if you want to move on from this gigantic L that you've taken, Tommy.
Dude, it's such a big L.
Yeah.
Can I read the
$500,
anonymous?
$500, dude. That's
Hit.
money.
That's funny, dude. It's such an L. It's taken a lot of meditating and thinking to mentally get past it
Yeah.
over the past.
That's a
few
bummer,
weeks.
dude.
It's just been a lot of.
Sorry that happened.
Yeah, like every once, like 3 times a day, I'll just go, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
man.
Okay. It'll
Yeah.
go away.
It's one of those things where you're finally forgetting, and then it intrusive.
Here's the
thoughts.
thing, Tommy. You made a really stupid mistake, but it is funny, and it's also something that won't matter, and like you'll get your money back, and it's not really.
I know. I literally just been saving money. I've already made the money back.
That's good.
Like just
It'll be
by
okay.
not I'm just like, all right, I guess I can't do anything fun for 2 weeks, and then I've made
Yeah.
the money back.
So really, those I'm assuming gentlemen, but it could be a lady. It's 2023. They taught you a nice lesson about life and
You should be thanking.
the internet.
You should
and the
unblock them and
internet.
say thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you make a dumb mistake and you
Mhm.
learn a lesson. You go, oh wow, I was an idiot, and then you
Mm-hmm.
stop being an idiot.
Yeah, Tommy was over here prancing around, going viral left and right, thinking he knows everything about the internet.
I know
Turns
nothing.
out
No,
there
no.
was someone who
No,
knew
no, no.
more about the internet.
I'm gonna go ahead and teach you a little something about the internet, buddy.
Well, let's
Mhm.
get to this anonymous apology. Can I read it? Is
Yeah,
that
I
okay?
would,
Yeah.
I would love for you.
And also,
to read
if
it.
any listeners want to Venmo me, my Venmo is at
Grant-Winkles.
Grant-Winkles.
It's great.
Love that you're immediately giving your Venmo out.
And if
just
you guys want to Venmo me,
as
it's
soon as-
Tommy Bear Comedy.
if you want to request $500
If you
from
need-
him, just say something nice
just
and he will give it to you.
Yeah, compliment me and say my comedy's good, and I'll go, you know what? I'll trust this person with my fucking life.
Say you're the curator of the Silicon Valley Museum of Internet Art,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'll go, fancy schmancy. This is looking pretty legit.
Whoa, okay.
Looks like I
Okay,
just
all
hit the
right.
big time.
God,
All right.
fucking kill me. All right.
All right. If you guys want to submit an anonymous apology, you can do so by going to wecoolpodcast.com and submitting one there. This is this week's. Here we go. Hello, my name is Mink Hole, and I'm a local drag performer.
I think we know who this is.
Do we know Mink?
We might have met Mink at Sisyphus a couple weeks ago.
I think we did, maybe.
Yeah.
Were we talking to them after?
think so.
Jar Jar Minks.
Hey, Jar Jar makes hole.
Jar Jar makes hole. Thanks for listening.
Mink hole, great drag name.
Big fan of the pod and your local stand-up shows. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
giving me an opportunity to
Thank you,
finally
Mink.
get this off my chest. Thank you, Mink. Our only hole. My only hole. I'd like to big apologize to the sleep technicians at the clinic that did my sleep study when I was getting cleared for sinus surgery. Unfortunately, on the night I was set to do my at-home sleep study, complete with a kit and audio recorder program to start automatically recording at 10 p.m. Grant knows something about this.
I do. I've been tested for sleep apnea.
I
Not
got
fun.
I got drunk and had a threesome. That's gonna affect the results. It's gonna skew the results a little bit.
There's
And didn't remember until like 3 a.m. when I saw the kit sitting on top of my bedside table.
Also, but real quick, props on the drunken threesome. Hopefully that was cool.
Yeah. I've never been in a threesome. I feel like it would be kind of awkward.
I got
Maybe that's just what guys who haven't been in a threesome say, though. I bet it would suck, actually. I bet it would suck if I was, like, having sex with two people at once.
I was so
I don't even
close.
want to.
I was so close when I was like 18 or 19, but I had no game.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like you were close. It sounds like you wanted to have a threesome, but
No,
you're like, I
it's
don't
two
know how to
girls
make
were
this
like
happen.
in my bed, and I like couldn't
Oh.
pull it off. I was like, they were like, come in there, dude. They were like, come in the bed with us, and it was like at a party, and I was like, nah, I gotta go downstairs.
Oh, I did that a bunch of times.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
I had anxiety. I was like, I can't.
Oh,
yeah.
that wasn't the reason I did. I wanted to go chug beers with my boys, dude.
It's like, yeah, I can have a threesome anytime.
I was like, no, I was too stupid to be like, no, Grant, turn around.
I've slept in a bed with two women, but it was very clear that neither of them wanted to have sex with me. And then I don't know, maybe something could have happened, but I was too scared to do anything. So I was like, if you fuck that up, then you have I would have nowhere to sleep that night.
I think
was,
this
like,
might be
sleeping
the
in a
year
different
for me.
city. Anyways,
Yeah, it could be.
I think I might pull one off.
2023.
I don't think I'm ever gonna have one. I think that's okay. I think that's actually awesome and brave of me. Anyways, and I had to bring the kit to the clinic the next day. So I put a note on it that I forgot to do the study and needed to redo it in the hopes that they wouldn't listen to it, but I can't be certain.
Oh wait, so it was running? Well,
Yes, because it programmed to start automatically recording at 10 p.m. That's awesome.
No
So
way.
you're just hearing a drunken threesome. You're like, this sleep is fucked up. This person has fucked up dreams.
Yeah, I think they have sleep paralysis or something.
They're
Yeah.
sleep
Shadow
fucking.
man is
Oh,
in
Mink. I love
I'm sorry.
I love you.
I'm
you hot
I-
bitch. You.
I've been diagnosed with sleep fucking. So just don't be around me while I'm
Yeah.
asleep.
Sorry, when I fall asleep, I become three people,
Yeah, and I
fuck
all of
myself.
Me. So just in case, I'm really sorry. Thank you, Mink. Love it.
Yeah.
It. This is an incredible
Hell
apology.
yeah.
Mink, will you, if you're still listening, if we haven't annoyed you to the point of not listening to the podcast anymore, will you give us an update and let us know if they do tell you if like because I'm sure they would say something. They'd have to have some kind of comment where it's like,
Also,
Yeah.
Mink, send us that recording. We'll play a little snippet on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just send
Let's get it
send
out
us a little 6-second sound bite. Let's see what's going on.
Mink, show us your hole.
Mink, show us the whole baby.
The Mink hole. That's a great drag name.
It is. Yeah, I think so. I guess the apology would be to the technician who went and played that back. I like to picture it like the end of Grizzly Man, where Werner Herzog is listening to the recording of him being eaten by bears, and he's like, "No one shall ever hear this recording. This needs to be.
This is like
needs to be
seriously
destroyed."
messed up that someone would even have to listen to this.
We cannot let this.
It is Werner
must be
Herzog
destroyed."
who's doing the sleep analysis.
It's just,
This is seriously crazy. This is like the worst sleep I've ever heard.
What if
Dude,
the
that-
person listens to it, they get back to Mink, and they're like, "Yeah, it's all good. It's fine." It's fine.
Mink baby, I don't think you have any problems. actually.
Yeah, sounding great to me, actually.
yeah. What if this technician just absolutely got off to
I
this
was just gonna say the
recording?
technician shows up covered in cum, and he's just like, "Yeah, no, I think you're good, actually.
doing? I'm the technician guy.
I'm the guy."
I'm the guy who listens and jacks off.
I'm your sleep janitor.
Oh, dude, this kind of reminds me.
I clean up the sleep.
I spend so much time cleaning up the sleep, I don't have time to clean up myself. Look at me.
And I'm covered in cum.
Dude, this reminds me. What about like you know, like how this is a tangent, but you know how sex offenders have to like go to each door and knock and tell them they're sex offenders?
Is that true that they actually have
Yes,
to do
I
that?
think so,
Because
if they
that,
live
that
in an
feels
No,
like
they
one of
have-
those myth things.
Yeah, I feel like you get a letter.
All right, well,
Don't you think somebody would have knocked on your door by this point?
no.
and
Because
all
I live in an apartment.
No, they're
also yeah, sex offenders are everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
you got three. You're listening to 3 right now on this podcast.
No, we're sex defenders. I will stop you from doing it. Don't try to assault someone in front of me, Tommy. Okay, but
no, but
anyways,
it's a letter.
regardless,
no one's knocking
regardless,
on the door.
shut the fuck up. Yes, they do for the sake of this. For
Hey,
the
how's
sake
it
of this,
going?
okay.
I'm Jeff.
Okay, but he's got a.
Don't mind
He knocks
me.
on the door. He's got a boom box, and you open the door, and he presses play, and Sirius, you know the song where the Chicago Bulls intro
Oh yeah,
starts playing.
the
and
Alan
he's like,
Parsons Project.
Yeah, he's like standing at 5'9", responsible for a lot of bad things. It's me, your local sex offender.
Legally, I have to tell you if you
tell
ask me
this.
what they are, but don't
Yes,
ask.
Please don't ask me what I did to all of those people.
Let's get ready to stay 500 feet away from a school.
Let's get ready to be nice to me. Let's get ready to still accept me as part of the community.
Oh man.
I've served my time, and I deserve to be treated like a human being now.
Mink,
Dude, bum, 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 bum.
Mink, you got to give us a follow up on what
Yeah,
the
we gotta
technicians say. Also, did you get any sleep that night?
Probably after 3 a.m. it sounds like.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know when I did my sleep study, I couldn't fall asleep because it's super fucking weird. And I slept.
Because you were having a threesome.
But I was having a
This is
threesome with
crazy.
the technician.
Yeah.
And
And you know who that turned out to be? Grant's fiance.
yes,
She was.
that's we had
she
an
snuck in there.
we met.
Let's get
We
an
met-
applause break. Let's put it in right now.
Okay, hold for applause.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Yep. And good night. No. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I ended up getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and they could still do it with
Yeah.
just that like sample of it.
A sleep study sounds like like you're studying to be able to sleep. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta study a lot. I
What
gotta
is there
sleep in the morning.
anything like more frustrating? Can you imagine anything more frustrating than like being in a hospital and they're like, "All right, all you need to do
school.
all you need to do is go to sleep."
Yeah.
And then I couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like watching me, and the lady would come in and be like, "So you still can't sleep?" It's like, "Yeah,
oh,
you know this." Yeah.
Oh, you went.
I had
oh,
to
you
do it
went,
in
you
the
went,
hospital.
You went to the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Did
some
it feel,
insurance.
was it kind of like exciting?
No, dude.
Oh,
no.
could you play
It's
some stand-up comedy
Because-
that's not by someone who's me?
because they
Can you have your phone?
they strap you to like the fucking Magneto helmet and like
You can control metal.
yes, yeah, and I'm in a
Like,
wheelchair.
you need to be careful because that's
was,
a different
Was
guy.
Magneto in a wheelchair?
Oh, you're thinking
No?
of Professor X.
Oh well, come on, dude.
Jesus
They're both bald
Christ.
white guys, right?
Dude, Ryan, you're
Jesus
low key kind
Christ.
of like a nerd.
Yeah, but
Especially on this episode, dude.
this
Yeah.
episode's the only time I've really let that
Ryan's
vulnerable side of
nerding out.
me show.
Yeah.
Ryan's nerding.
I am.
out.
Yeah.
I'm a little nerdy, but I'm also.
You've gotten mad about X-Men and Star Wars in
I
this
don't even like
episode.
X-Men that much.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think it's stupid. I like Star Wars a lot. I think Star Wars rocks.
I'm okay with Star Wars.
I'm okay.
I mean, it just,
I'm okay with.
I'm
And
actu-
I'll
I'm a-
kill Kathleen Kennedy.
I'm actually anti-war, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm a bit of I'm a progressive like that though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can we just hold for an applause? Just put it in
Ryan.
post.
No, I don't want to clap for that.
Oh yeah, pro-war pro-war Ryan Call.
Mm-hmm.
I think war is fairly sick.
You're pro war.
think
Grant's
it's-
anti. Me, I'm like, I don't have an opinion.
You're
You
kind
can
of
take
in the
it or
middle.
leave it.
I'm in the middle.
You know what? You remind me of Switzerland in that way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The Jar Jar Binks of Switzerland.
That's kind of me, honestly. I am Jar Jar Banks. Jesus Christ.
You are Jar Jar Binks, dude. You got to start talking about on stage about how you got Jar Jar Binks energy.
I do
I
have
am
Jar
Jar
Jar.
Jar Binks.
Be like, just realized the other day I'm just like Jar Jar Banks,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucks.
This sounds like a Joey Hamburger bit, which actually I feel like he would do that pretty good. I'm Jar Jar Binks, and my penis hurts. It's kind of. Did you guys grow up just like loving the police as a child? Like it's crazy how much
I hated
culture
the
has
police
changed.
as a child.
But like you didn't play like cops and robbers and shit, and
Well,
like
you played
pretend
cops
you were
and
like
robbers.
in the army.
Yeah, I played cops and robbers. But you want to be the
Like-
robbers. Robbers were cool.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can't remember but I remember like thinking cops were cool as a kid.
Sure.
You guys didn't think they were cool?
No, I thought they were
Like when I saw
lame.
like cops in a movie, like Speed. When I watched Speed as a kid, I'm
Beverly Hills
like the
Cop was
SWAT team
cool.
is the coolest fucking thing. It's just crazy how much it's all changed.
I never watched cop stuff.
Oh, my man's been a progressive since age 4.
No,
apparently.
I just think cops are. I don't know.
Cops are
boring.
dorks, and I even going
I
into
like
the police station, they're just like fucking. I'm talking to a guy, and I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Well, I know that
Like,
now. I'm
immediately,
saying I
like-
was tricked as a kid
Yeah,
into thinking they were cool because they had guns.
dude.
basically.
Even the cop that came into like Dare, we had a cop teach us about Dare. Even that guy was like, this guy's.
Well, those are probably the dumbest cops that do Dare.
Yeah, can you imagine being the cop who they assigned to Dare?
Dude, also Dare
That's
just
gotta
made
be
me
it.
want to do drugs. They're like, if you smoke weed, it's gonna make you feel cool, like insane, and yeah.
I mean, I was also a complete fucking square as a little kid too, so that makes sense. Because Dare didn't really work on me, but it did like freak me out. Like I wasn't like, I don't know. I just believed everything. I believed everything authority told me until I took my first hit of marijuana.
Dare didn't really do a good job with weed. Like when they were describing weed, it was just kind of like it makes you relaxed and
That's a problem.
sometimes paranoid. And I was like,
In
I
this
think
country,
I can
that's a
handle
problem.
that. You know?
It turns out you couldn't.
Yeah, it turns out I couldn't. Well, actually, I loved weed when I was a kid, when I was in high school. When I was like
I loved
13,
weed
I
as a
loved
kid.
smoking weed.
I mean, it is a very it's a very 13-year-old drug.
Yeah, it's for people who are like not fully conscious and aware of themselves.
Yeah, I get high every day.
Real quick, what are we at on time?
We're probably good, actually. Let's see here.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank
we're at
God.
105.
Oh,
We did it.
Let's
You
see-
guys,
let's see
clock
who
out.
won the Masters.
Ryan, clock out
What?
for me, dude.
All right. Ching ching.
Wait, hold on. Let me clock out.
Ching ching.
I'm gonna drop some sound effects in for mine. Here, let me clock out.
Let me clock out. Bam, 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 bam. Boom.
Ching ching.
Dun dun.
Okay, wait, Grant, don't you need to clock out again?
I gotta clock back in to finish the pod. Actually, wrap up the pod. Is that creaky doorman? Was that the creaky doorman?
Dude, that sounds crazy coming through the Zoom.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I
Let's-
just farted.
Let's finish this episode.
I'm so
Tommy.
sorry.
Oh, do we have business to take care of
What business?
Any
after
pod
we're
business?
done? Did we have stuff to talk? I feel like there was something we had to talk about.
Mm,
I don't know. Let's wrap it up. Let's get the hell out of here.
so.
you got to start mentioning every show you do that you do this podcast, Tommy. You got to start handing out QR codes.
Oh yeah, if anybody saw me in Eau Claire last night,
I should.
and we have some new listeners. Shouts out to you. Thank you for coming out to Eau Claire. It was very fun. Happy Easter. This weekend I'm in South Dakota. There's no way any of you are gonna make the trip out.
I'm
there.
in Isanti, Minnesota.
Isanti.
There's two shows. I'm only on one though. I think I'm on the early one, and I don't know
Minnesota.
where it is. But if you want to see me there, you can.
Okay, Tommy.
I am, dude. 17th through the 22nd. I have a show every night. Come to Sesh or the 23rd. Come to Sesh Comedy on the 23rd. That's gonna be a hot one.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. You got booked on that, dude. That's a good show.
Yeah, it is. It is a good one. I feel so relieved because I finally got a tape.
Yeah,
Good for you.
that's nice.
Yeah,
You did it, baby.
dude, I did it. I
I
pulled it. I think I had like one of the best sets I've ever had in New York last night. It was fucking
That's great.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Sometimes do you ever have really good sets when you're just like nervous as shit?
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
Because it's an you're excited.
you're like, "Whew, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your nerves up. You're just like, all right, let's rock.
I've also had some really fucking bad sets.
Yeah,
when I'm nervous.
yeah. I had a really bad one in Appleton. Like, it's crazy how visceral it is when you go, oh, you think like something triggers a bad set, and you're like, it brings you right back to that fucking moment when you
Mhm.
were having the set. I know exactly.
When I was
how
in New York,
felt.
that first one.
That show sucked though. That doesn't
horrific.
count.
That was
horrific.
Is that show dead now?
I think so. I might come back though.
The only laugh I got on that set was when I was like, did I say the N-word while I was coming up here and forget about
I
it?
mean, pretty much everybody was bombing on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like a silence bomb. It wasn't
Yeah.
like they were chuckling kind
Yeah,
of bomb. It was like
because I bombed too, and I didn't bomb as bad as you did.
it was like the worst. But that's the worst I've bombed in like years. Like I didn't know I was capable of doing that bad.
That was so weird too,
That
because
show
it
sucked,
really
dude.
was like.
Yeah.
But
But
you
still.
didn't do anything wrong, really.
Dude, also
like,
the,
there's
the
nothing
comedians
that,
were there were like the worst comedians too. Like they suck. They were.
I could kind of tell. That's why I was like, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
host was like,
Remember
I didn't
who
think
we
he was-
ran into there?
I didn't think the host was funny, and he was like doing fine. So I was like, all right, well, yeah, it should be. I should be okay.
Yeah. No, they weren't like cool. They weren't like good hangs.
Yeah.
You know.
That second show he did was great though.
Because I fucking did a mic last week, and it was like 8 comics, and all of them are like are good comics and fun hangs, and we had a great time at an open. We just all told a little bit of jokes. Everyone
Yeah.
laughed at each other, and you're like, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you sometimes get a bad batch of apples,
Yeah.
bad batch
let's,
of poop.
let's end the
heads.
pod and talk a little bit, okay?
Yeah. All right.
I actually, I gotta go and meet.
Can we talk for like 1 or 2 minutes?
Sure.
Thank you for
Okay.
listening,
All right.
everybody.
Bye. We love you.
I'm an idiot. Bye.
Bye.